Headphone users, you should turn your volume down because Miguel Sano just walked off the Atlanta Braves. How about that one? Let's go! That's a huge win for the Minnesota Twins. That is absolutely huge. Not only did we get the win over a very, very good Braves team, we walked it off, and Cleveland lost tonight. How about that one? They lost 1-0 over the Texas Rangers. What a good night. Let's go. That is absolutely huge. Not only for Miguel Sano, not only for the Twins, but this is a big, big series. Coming off of a sweep from the Kansas City Royals as well. That is absolutely huge. We're going to break down everything that happened in this game. And sorry if my voice is gone because that is absolutely awesome. That not only Miguel Sano did it, but it was a walk-off, and I'm so happy about that. So let's go through this. Let's freaking go through this. Miguel Sano comes off the bench, pinch hit, walk-off, home run. Now, I ran upstairs to record this video. I'm not sure how many walk-offs Miguel Sano has. If you guys could let me know, that would be great. Is this his first one, too? I honestly have no idea. So many things are going through my mind right now, but once I've settled down, I'll probably look it up later. But wow, Miguel Sano absolutely crushes that ball. Comes in, pinch hit, like I said. Let's just go through the at-bat. Let's just go through the 9th inning. So, honestly, I was a little bit worried here in the 9th inning. Not that we wouldn't get a walk-off or anything, but that it would continue to go into extras. And you know how our games get when we go into extra innings because, my goodness, we can't seem to score a run until like the 17th or 18th inning. But, man, Eddie Rosario swings at the first pitch just like he always does, and then he grounds out on a he nubbed the ball off the end of the bat. But what can you do? He didn't beat it out. Marwin Gonzalez grounds out as well. 2 outs. Luis Ariz comes up, breaks his bat, singles into left field, and they make the move. Adrianza goes to the bench. I honestly was a little bit like, come on, man. Adrianza, he's really good in these situations. Miguel Sano, I thought Miguel Sano would come in for Gonzalez, but he didn't. And good thing he didn't. He takes a strike on the inside corner. I was like, oh, come on, because this umpire really sucked tonight. But, boom, takes one deep. I didn't even see where it landed because I ran upstairs. But, oh, man, how about it? His 19th home run of the season. As I mentioned, a walk-off pinch hit walk-off home run that puts the Braves down 5-3. So going through the box score again, Trevor May gets his second win in his second pitching appearance since July 21st. He's only pitched in 2 games. One, he threw 1 pitch against the Royals, and this time he comes out in 2 innings. So we're going to talk about that later, but he did really well tonight. He got the win, and Martin got the loss. I think he's their closer. I mean, the Braves made like 3 moves at the deadline, but Melanson pitched, but other than that, I don't know what they were really doing. So we won 5-3. We had 8 hits. They had 9. So we got out hit again, but we still managed to score. And that's because Odor did a great job pitching. We also made an error. Really, we made 2 errors, in my opinion. I think one of those hits should have been an error. The one on Gonzalez, I think that should have been an error because it probably would have got the runner. I can't remember. Was it Albies at that point or was it Acuna? I don't know. I think it should have been an error, but either way, those 2 errors really cost us. Let's go to the 7th inning really quick, and I'll tell you why. So, it was Acuna. So, Inciarte, he strikes out the top of the 7th inning. We're looking good right now. It's 3-1. Ronald Acuna Jr. singles on the broken bat to Gonzalez. I thought that should have been an error. But then Ozzie Albies comes up, singles to Jake Cave. It takes a weird hop, whatever, but he misses the ball. So on a pass ball that got Acuna to second, he scores. And Ozzie goes to second. Fly out from Freeman, but they changed pitchers, which is really stupid too. I'll get to that in a second. But the single from Albies scored 1. It was 3-2. And then they brought in Tyler Duffy to face Josh Donaldson. I thought this was a really dumb move because Donaldson was 3 for 5 off of Tyler Duffy in his career. Not sure why they brought him in. They did. He got a single, tied the game up, and we couldn't do anything until the 9th inning. Like I said, but we walked it off. So we scored in the 9th inning, of course, on the home run. We also scored in the 1st inning very, very quickly. 1st inning, 4th inning. Did I say 1st inning? We were actually getting perfect gamed through the first time through the lineup. 1-2-3, 1-2-3, 1-2-3. But then we came up in the 4th, and with 2 outs. This was all with 2 outs. So really, he retired 11 guys straight. And we beat probably the best or second best pitcher in the National League. Well, he's top 3 or 4 for sure in Soroka. So absolutely incredible game. But yeah, he dominated us from the beginning. But then in the 4th inning, Cruz singles. That was just a little squibbler up the middle, first pitch. Then talk about hitting being contagious. Eddie Rosario singles on the next pitch. Then 2 pitches later, Gonzalez took a ball, and then he singles, bases loaded. Who comes up? Luis Arraez. Man, he is such a great player. Like I said, my favorite player. I love the guy. I've loved the guy since he first stepped foot in the majors. He singles to left field. It gets to the corner, and 2 runs score. So how about that? We took an early 2-0 lead, and then in the 5th, Max Kepler comes up big, line drive off of Soroka, and he makes hit 3-1 at the time because Freeman homered in the top of the 5th inning. I think Rosario should have had that ball. I'll get to that in 1 second. But Max Kepler homers 31 on the season. He is actually 2nd in the AL. How about that to Mike Trout, who has 37 because he hit 1 tonight. And then Cruz is at 30. So the only team in the majors with 2 players above 30 home runs. How about that? But that was a big home run from Max Kepler. As I mentioned, I think Eddie Rosario could have had that ball in the top of the 5th inning. It literally hit the top of the wall and bounced over. I think he could have had that one, but what can you do? So before we get into pitching really quickly here, I want to talk to you guys about this series in general. Like I said, this is a huge series. One of the best teams in the National League besides the Dodgers. Of course, the Twins are one of the best teams in the AL, 2nd or 3rd. You could argue, Astros, they've been really good too, but we got 70 wins now. They're at 66, very evenly matched. Of course, you can't, play these 2 guys or play these 2 teams against each other without thinking of the World Series. One of the greatest World Series, if not the greatest World Series in the history of the game. Game 7, came down. The Twins won it. So this is, it's got rivalry behind it, even though it's not, one of those guys, one of the rivalries that maybe really stand out at first glance unless you know about the World Series. So that was awesome. This game honestly felt like a playoff game from the beginning because it was a very, very good pitchers-wise. Odor let a bunch of guys on early. He went 6 innings. I'll get to the numbers here. 6 innings, 5 hits, only 1 earned run. That was huge. Struck out 7 and walked 3. Yes, he did walk a lot of guys, but he let them all stranded on the bases. I mean, the Braves went 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position, but they left 9 guys on base, and that's because Odor found a way to get out of it. And I mean, he threw 109 pitches, but got through 6 innings, and that honestly might have been the difference in tonight's game. But like I said, it was 2 really good pitchers going up against each other. Soroka, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 6 hits, 3 earned runs. That's still really good. It was pitcher versus pitcher, bats versus bats. And like I said, it was a playoff game because it was so good through the first 3 innings. Then there was runs scored. It got intense. The walk-off, of course, which made this game good. I mean, this was a classic between these 2 teams, and this was just as good as one of those World Series games. I mean, you could put this just in line with any of those. So that was absolutely incredible to watch. And it was a lot of fun. The rest of the guys, Harper went 2 batters, or 2 outs, I should say, because he let up 2 hits and 2 runs. Only one of them was earned because of the errors. I think both of them could have been unearned, in my opinion, but that's just me. He did strike out 1 as well. Harper did good. He's got a disgusting over-the-top curveball, like I said in previous videos. I like the guy a lot. When he can locate that curveball, it's deadly. Duffy, I mean, he got 1 out, but he gave up the hit that gave up the tying run, so he didn't really do great, but, I don't know why he was brought in. But then Trevor May. I want to talk about Trevor May here because it's the same thing I mentioned at the beginning of the series against Kansas City. Dyson really got screwed by an error in that game that allowed 2 runs to score. It's the same thing with Trevor May. He gave up a walk. And it's not quite the same thing, but he gave up a walk to lead off the 8th inning. He got screwed on 2 pitches by the umpire. Like I said, the umpire was absolutely awful, but he got screwed and then proceeds. I think he struck out the next guy and got a double play, so that got him out of the 8th inning, and then he had a great 9th inning as well. Just like that. I mean, he attacked Freeman. Even though he let up 1 hit, he attacked Freeman, and Acuna got into scoring position again. He attacked him and struck him out on a 98.6 mile-an-hour fastball, which if you round up to 99, that would be the 6th fastest pitch that a Twins player has thrown since 2008. That's crazy. He pitched amazing, and I hated how, again, I'm on Twitter just looking at these Twins fans, right? everybody's saying he sucks because he walked one guy. He struggled, for 2 weeks at the end of July. He hasn't gotten the opportunity to pitch, and he did tonight, and he did really well. And that is awesome that he was able to come out and get the win, as I mentioned, and really do well in those 6 innings, or the 2 innings that he worked, even though Odor couldn't get the win in his 6 innings. So it was a very, very fun game. I'll go through the numbers really quickly, and then we'll end the video. Kepler 1 for 4 with the home run. Then Polanco 0 for 4. Cruz 1 for 4. Rosario 1 for 4. Those 2 guys also scored a run. Gonzalez went 1 for 4. He did not score a run, but a rise. Biggest part, besides Miguel Sano's home run, of course, he went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run. He is absolute stud. Adrianza 0 for 2 with a walk, but the real guy right there who came in to pinch hit for him, and I don't think Adrianza is going to be upset about this. 1 for 1 with a 2-run home run. As I mentioned, pinch hit, walk-off home run. Castro 1 for 3, and Cave 0 for 3. He really struggled tonight. Cave is just, I don't know what to say about him, but a huge, huge game. Again, all coming with 2 outs. It was all with 2 outs that we scored. Ariza's 2 runs, Kepler's home run, and Sano's walk-off home run, all with 2 outs. That is what the difference is between this game and any other game the Twins have played this year. Absolutely exciting to watch. Absolutely great game. And I'm just so happy that we won, Cleveland lost, and we pick up our 4th game in the division. 4th game in a row as well, I believe, right? Because, we're like 9-1 in our last 10 games, which is really good, or something like that. So we are playing really good right now. This is the games that we were playing back in May. So it's just been a lot of fun. Hopefully we can win the series tomorrow and get it over with, but we got a couple more games here at home we got to win. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know if you guys watched the whole thing. I do appreciate your feedback, as well as appreciate your comments. Let me know by commenting hashtag Sano Doubter on that walk-off home run. Hashtag Sano Doubter. And I really appreciate you guys watching. Again, if you missed yesterday's video or any other video that I've done, click above my head. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace out.